Okay, it's story time. You was about to click away, stick around. Today's story time is kind of crazy, right? So, over the years, I almost lost my life a shit ton of times, a million times, right? So this in particular time was really close. I almost died. I ain't gonna even lie. So, me and my friends, my partners, the fellas, the guys, we was getting money. I ain't gonna tell you how we was getting money. We was getting money, right? Okay. So we had this in particular house. It was the spot. It's where everybody congregate, right? So me and all the fellas, we in the spot this one particular Friday. So I think it was football, basketball season or whatever. We had been there all day long. The spot swinging. The AC go out, right? That boy frozen over. Big block of glass on the AC, right? And we scrambling. We trying to get somebody to fix the AC. But nobody ever come to fix the AC, right? So throughout the day, we end up having to bust the windows, bro. If you in Florida and you know that Florida heat crazy. That Florida heat, that shit. That Florida heat next level, bro. Like you sitting in a sauna. You ain't got no AC, right? So we crack these windows. We dumping the fans. We got fans going. It's hot. Nobody want to leave the spot because it's swinging. I'm not going to say names. I'm going to say it's me, my homeboy, D, my homeboy, Eric, and my homeboy, Ray J, right? So we like the main characters. We there all day long with other homeboys popping in and out. Cause it's swinging, it's going, right? So Ray J meets these new guys, right? Through a mutual friend. So, through his mutual friend. So he goes out and meets the guy away from our spot, right? Cause we don't know these things. We not bringing you to our spot. We don't know you, bro. So he goes out, Ray J goes out, he meets these dudes, they handle whatever business they have, and he comes back to the house, you know, days goes by. So it gets nighttime, right? Or it gets dusk, right? So we planning on going out this night, so we pre-gaming. The spot's still swinging at this point. It's dusk, like 6, 7, something like that. So if you from anywhere in Florida, you know dusk is the most dangerous time of the day in Florida because anything can happen to you. Florida is one of the most unpredictable states, like where you gotta be on your P's and Q's because anybody looking to do anything to you at any time. That's just the real of it. So it's dusk. We pre-gaming, we watching, I think it's either football or basketball. We still got these windows open because you in Florida, I mean at night, even at night, no AC, you sweating out your drawers, bro. So it's dusk. We swinging, but we winding down. We pre-gaming, we got a bottle, we got the windows open. So it's me, D, Ray J, and what I say my other homeboy is Eric. Let's just say Eric. We're there with a couple of more extra friends, right? So Ray J gets a call from the guys he met earlier, and they like, yo, we want to swing by. We need, like, all right, you know, whatever. Come meet me by my spot, all right? So they come, and so they get there, and they tell me, yo, we outside. So he decides he gonna go outside. He gonna, you know, wrap it up, chop it up with these guys, and you know, whatever business they gotta handle. But when they pull up to the house next door, not directly in front of our house, which was weird. People did it sometimes, but it's whatever. It's here nor there, right? So by this time it's dark, right? And me, by, you know, at this point in my life, I've almost lost my life a few times. So the spider senses is tingling. You know what I mean? I'm on my P's and Q's at all times. Like I never slip. You know, they used to call me AP Fly. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm all purpose. I'm whatever I need to be, wherever I need to be. I never slip. So you know, and I used to, you know, keep my eye on Ray J, particularly because, you know, he was the flashiest out the bunch, you know what I mean? And that was my bro, you know what I'm saying? Usually, anytime you see him, you see me. Anywhere he go, I go, you know. If he need anything, I need anything, he gonna call me. I'm sliding, you know, vice versa. Amongst, you know, we are first round draft picks. You feel me? So he goes outside, so I'm keeping my eye on him the whole time. So imagine our front door, and we got an L-shaped couch, and the end butts up into the front door. The whole house is burglar bars, so we got the door cracked. We got the door open, all the windows are open, and there's no burglar bars on the windows, just on the doors. So he goes out and goes to the house, goes to that car, which is parked to the right. So there's like a window behind me, so like I can turn my head and see what's going on, but I'm not like in direct line sight, but I can kind of see out my peripheral vision this car. He's out there, I'm kind of like, you know, periodically looking, right? So we watching the game, everybody chilling. So next thing you know, out my peripheral, I see like a, you know what I mean? Like something, a swift movement. I look, and all I see is him hauling ass, choo, full, getting there, right? Towards the front of the house, right? So I'm like, I knew it. I jet to the front door, and I get ready to open the door for him, and he's like, close the door, and run straight down to the side of the house past the front door. So I'm like, bet, slam the door, lock it. So these guys, I see them full speed behind them with the switch, right? So I'm like, oh shit, like, hey y'all, they trying to get in the house, right? They chasing Ray J. Next thing you know, they at the window. So I slam the door, I don't get a chance to close the window. All I see is the gun come through the window, and I hear the shots. Pow, 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 right? So I run, I dive directly over the couch. My boys right behind me, they come around, running to the kitchen with me. So there's a back door that goes out the back of the house through the kitchen, and then there's 2 rooms off to the right. One of my homeboys, he runs into the back room, hides in the closet under a pile of clothes. We run into the kitchen, right? By this time, they're climbing through the window. So the back door has a burglar bar on it. I push the refrigerator in the opening of the door. So, you know, like, at least they're gonna shoot me, bro. You gonna have to shoot me through this refrigerator. And at this point, my homeboy's unlocking the door. He's trying to unlock the door. He's trying to get the burglar bar. I'm leaning up against the refrigerator in this opening, like, okay, open the door, open the door, open the door, open the door, open the door. Through the grace of God, he gets the door open. So boom, we bail out the back door. I just dive down the back stairs. Boom, hit the ground, and we take off. Boom, we take off to the house next door, which our other homeboy lives next door. So we're beating on his window, boo, 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 boo. He's got cameras all the way around the house. We know he's home, all his lights on. So he thinks we're playing, like, man, y'all out there playing, y'all need to stop. So we're like, yo, bro, open the door, open the door. We getting robbed, open the door. He eventually comes to the door, but by this time, you know, we're in the bushes next door, because they didn't chase us out the house. Now they're ransacking the house. We see them ransack the house and run out. They hop back in their car and skirt off. Boom, by this time, I'm taking head count. I'm calling everybody's name. I don't see my homeboy. I don't see either one of my homeboys. So Ray J, my boy, is like 4 streets down. He a track star. You know what I'm saying? We all played football, but this boy was like 4'4" in high school, so you're not catching him. He running for his life. And my other homeboy, he's hiding underneath the clothes in the closet. We like, yo, where's such and such? He never ran out of the house with us. So we like, oh shit, you know what I mean? Like, did they catch him? We looking for him? He's screaming out names. he comes back from 4 blocks down. He's like, yeah. He was like, yeah, man. Once I got a stride, I knew they weren't catching me. So boom, we got him. We frantic. By this time, my homeboy finally opens the door. He's like, oh man, I thought you guys was playing a prank. I'm like, what they y'all trying to get shot? Like, we need you to come outside with reinforcements. A few minutes later, he comes out the house. He's like, damn, I didn't hear y'all calling my name. Like, yo, bro, we thought you got kidnapped. He was hiding under the clothes. They just happened to not look under this pile of clothes in the closet while they were ransacking the house, and he got away. But rest in peace, he did eventually get, killed at that house later on Christmas Eve, which is another story time. Rest in peace, man. That was my boy. But yeah, that's my story time, man.